Hi there. Tomorrow my friends and I are going out on a nice Team Clueless outing to a 40k tournament in Colchester, England. It's a 1750 point tournament. There are going to be 3 standard rounds using the missions from the book, and there are going to be a few secret objectives you can get throughout the day, which generally involve having lots of troops and killing vehicles and a few other specialist things you get to choose each round. I thought I'd do a tournament report for the day, so I'm going to go through my army and let you know why I've chosen certain units, and then hopefully during the day I will do a quick video at the end of each round to let you know how I got on. Firstly, you'll notice from my demon army that it's all on those evil square bases. I do sometimes, not very often anymore, use the army in fantasy battle, so I base them all on those type of bases, and the tournament we're going to tomorrow, quite happy for me to use those bases in 40k. So, at the head of the 1750 point army we have Fate Weaver, the mighty demon of Tzich. He's got his special power that lets himself and any of the other models that are nearby him re-roll their saves. Considering he's got a free up invulnerable save, that makes him pretty nigh unkillable. He's got lots of range attacks, he can fire them at lots of different targets, and he's got wings. And he's pretty unbeatable as a character, but he does cost a huge amount of points. I've got a little Chaos Spawn model next to him, because one of Fate Weaver's abilities is he can turn enemy models, especially characters, into a Chaos Spawn. The last tournament I went to, I managed to turn Courtiers into one, so tomorrow I'm going to hopefully turn Drago into one to complete the set. As my other HQ choice, I've taken a Bloodthirster of Khorne. He is probably the mightiest model in the game at close combat. He can fly around, he's got loads of attacks, stupidly high weapon skill, and I've given him the Blessing of the Blood God. Gives him a 2-up invulnerable save versus any force weapons and psychic attacks. In the elite slot, I've taken 6 Blood Crushers of Khorne. They've got an Icon, a Musician, and the Fury of Khorne, just to give them some wound allocation. They generally walk around guarding Fate Weaver, a bit of a bodyguard really. They've got a 3-up armour save, and together with Fate Weaver's special ability and their wound allocation, it's pretty hard to kill the unit. And they're so good in close combat, there's not much they can't take out. Next up, we're on to the troops. I have a unit of 6 Pink Horrors. One of them's a purple horror really. He's being used as the old Changeling. A really cheap upgrade you can give to this unit, and it means that you've got a chance when the enemy fires their guns that you can make them fire at their own units. Very powerful. Doesn't happen often, but when it does, it's really good. I have 3 bear units of Plague Bearers. There's literally just 5 of them, and their only job is to come in and hide. Most of the game they'll be found lying on the ground next to an objective. As I said, the secret missions we'll be playing tomorrow require you to have lots of troops alive, a lot of them at the end of the game, so these guys are going to be doing that for me. Nothing else. That's not their job. Over here we have 3 Demon Princes taking up the heavy support slots. We have 2 of them. They're both identical Demon Princes of Tzich. Now that gives them a higher invulnerable save, and considering they intend to walk around next to Fate Weaver, that's pretty good, getting to re-roll it. They've also got Bolt of Tzich, which is a nice AP1 anti-tank shot. So together with them and Fate Weaver, I'm putting out quite a lot of anti-tank fire, well, for a demon army, and it's all pretty survivable. Lastly, we have the Demon Prince of Nurgle. I've given him wings, he's got armour on. His job is to, similar to the Bloodthirster, to fly around the battlefield, taking out the smaller isolated units of the enemy, while the central core of the army with Fate Weaver rolls forward and generally takes the centre of the board. Well, that's the army. Let's hope it does as well as I want it to. Get back to you tomorrow. Hi there, so you join us on our road trip. You can see the lovely road we're on. I apologise for any road noise. It is a Team Clueless day outing to the 40k tournament held in the 40k store in Colchester. So I went through my army a little while ago, so Chris and Mark. There is Chris, he is happily driving us, and there is Mark at the back. They're going to quickly go through their armies for us. So Mark,
yep.
Let's see what you can remember.
What can I remember?
He's put his army list in the boot, folks, yeah. And he's hungover.
Anyway, I have Company Command Squad with 2 Melter and an auto cannon. I have a Stormtrooper squad with 2 Melter guns riding around in the Chimera. I have a Platoon squad. Platoon Command Squad has 2 Flamers. I have 4 Infantry squads, each with auto cannons. And
nasty heavy weapons, don't like them.
Yeah, you're going to love it, mate. 2 Special Weapons squads completely demo charged out.
Demo charges, that's new for you.
Interesting.
Yeah, well, if you're going to throw a load of templates down, you've got to mix it up, really.
This is true.
Then I've got 2 vet squads. One is triple melter.
Chris is rallying us around the corner at this point.
Sorry. One's triple melter, the other is triple melter with a demo charge. It's melter vet, so what is it? Demolitions. They've all got melter bombs as well.
Nice.
For fast attack, 3 politically vendettas, because I love them and they're awesome.
Yeah, one was painted yesterday by a friend of ours.
Team awesome.
Well done, Jason.
And then my heavy support is obviously the point of the army, which is 3 Death Strike missile launchers.
You heard him right, folks. He is fielding 3 Death Strikes.
In a tournament, I am just chucking templates down.
I don't want to play him. Well, I kind of do. I'm playing Daemons, so I've got a good chance.
Yeah, so my army list is quite random. I have no idea how it's going to work on that. I'm going to blow off as much of my stuff as I am my opponent, but hopefully theirs is more expensive to the plan.
It's going to be good fun, though.
Yep.
Okay, let's go over to Chris, who's bringing the Blood Angels.
Hello. So yes, I'm leading my army with Astorath the Grim.
We'll try not to distract him too much while he's driving.
Well, yeah, but that's fine.
Hi!
So my boy's been led by Astorath the Grim, who of course is bringing with him a death squad of 7 members with Power Fist and an Infernus pistol, all with jump packs. So they'll be leaping on people's faces and then pulling them off.
So what you're saying is we have a car with Death Strike missiles, Demons and Death Company. We're going standard tournament lists.
We're rocking the crazy today.
We are known as the whack at all cost gamers, aren't we?
Yeah, that we are.
Rocking it up.
My only elite is a Sanguinary Priest with jump pack who will be escorting an assault squad. Got 2 full size assault squads, one with 2 flamers and a power fist, one with 2 melters and a power fist.
Good.
The Sanguinary Priest will be escorting one of those in for a bit of extra punchy. Probably the flamers, they're going to get a bit more dirty up and close, probably. For heavy support, I've got a Devastator unit with 4 missile launchers and a las cannon to bring the hurt to the enemy, and a Rifleman Dreadnought to pop transport so they can hopefully get the charge on people. Other than that, I've got a Death Company Dreadnought to mix things up a little bit. He'll be arriving in the Death drop pod to stick it to the man.
We don't like him.
As it were. And that's pretty much it for 1750 points.
Oh, you got one more thing. Can you remember what he's forgotten?
Oh, 2 Bile Predators, huh?
Yeah.
That's a
Remember to deploy them.
I'll have them.
I've forgotten in the past.
So you've got to say what your Death Company Dreadnought's got.
Oh, Death Company Dread's got Blood Talons, obviously.
Yeah, obviously the Blood Talons.
I don't know Codex, it could be different.
And 2 Bile Predators, one with Stormfire Cannon, if that's what it's
Flamestorm Cannon.
Flamestorm Cannon.
You have a hole in your mind for that one.
Absolutely. Flamestorm Cannon and Flame Responsons, it's a lot of template Bernie. And the other one, Assault Cannons and Heavy Bolters, it's a lot of shooty.
That it is. Well, there are armies, folks. We'll be reporting after each round, as long as I remember. And we'll let you know how we get on. Here's a last view of the lovely road we're going down.
The A12.
Lovely jubbly. Speak to you later. Okay, folks, we are here at the tournament. This is the lovely table you can see. Excellent terrain at this place. I drew in the first round, which was a pitched battle 5 objectives game. I drew, unfortunately, a Grey Knight army. Wasn't favourite for myself. They're all my demons. Basically, I got to go second, which I was quite pleased with. We put all the objectives in the middle. He moved forwards on the first turn, cast his Warp Quake, and had courtiers in a good position to shoot my deep strikers. I rolled for my preferred wave, didn't get it, so I got my bad wave, which consisted of the Bloodthirster, the Demon Prince, and the Plague Bearers. I won't go into huge detail, it went very badly. The Bloodthirster scattered off the board, died, Demon Prince scattered near courtiers, got shot up, and all the Plague Bearers got beaten up by a Dread Knight. Very bad. The other stuff came in a bit sporadically. Fate Weaver arrived with the 2 Demon Princes on turn 3, and then I started to actually do some damage. I managed to kill courtiers in close combat with Fate Weaver, and the Demon Princes killed a couple of squads and a couple of vehicles. The game ended on turn 6 with Fate Weaver locked in combat with the Grand Master, who was down to 1 wound. It was a really enjoyable game. My opponent was Chris Price, and he was an excellent opponent. Here is another member of Team Clueless. Chris going to report on his battle. He drew the Grey Knights of Doom. Yes, you're right. In 1750 points, there are 3 Storm Ravens, a Land Raider, and a load of Terminators. So, Chris, how well did it go?
It didn't go very prettily at all. Unfortunately, the Storm Raven stopped me getting any assaults in, so I was always on the back foot. My army saw the need assaults. Destroyed a fair few vehicles, but then the Terminators were among my people, and they just chopped them to tiny bits. got tabled. Yeah.
Not
I did
good.
my secret mission at least.
Oh, that's good. I didn't do mine, folks. There was 2mm in it, but I didn't make it.
Asterath made a mockery of their librarian's invulnerable state by making him re-roll it until he died. So.
Excellent. Well, better luck for us both next round. Okay, next up on the Team Clueless roster is Mark. There's his army there with the Death Strike missiles, and his opponent over there was playing Grey Knights. Grey Knights it was. Let's see how you got on, Mark.
So the final result was a draw. Really good game.
Draw, you're doing well so far for Team Clueless.
Team Clueless, really good results. So basically I got first turn, well, he gave me first turn. So I had this nice little bit of terrain to hide my Death Strikes.
It's a nice table, this one.
Yeah, really good terrain, but basically 5 objectives, really, really close. We both just kind of stood off each other. What did Death Strike kill this game so far? 2 Paladins, 4 Terminators, and a couple of Strike Squads.
That's not bad, that's good points back.
Not too bad. I think the first couple of shots, we didn't fire second turn, only one on the third turn, so we're not kind of playing the game yet. They need to kind of wake up a little bit quicker, but yeah.
Big question, did you do your secret mission?
No.
Oh, unlucky. So Chris has done his secret, but Mark hasn't.
Yeah, unfortunately. I had to kill all of his vehicles, and he had 2 immobilised vehicles left, so.
Still a draw. Good play, mate.
It's a draw.
Okay, you join me at the end of round 2. You can see that unfortunately I drew another Grey Knight player. It didn't go particularly well. I managed to come down first, and my opponent was quite intelligent and reserved his whole army. So I managed to get a nice castle in the centre with Fate Weaver, and then on turn 3 his 2 Storm Ravens arrived, each of them ejecting out 10 Purifiers with rad grenades and such from their caddy of a Tech Marine. He then shot Fate Weaver, killed him with the second unit that shot him, which made my whole units a little more susceptible to death, and then the 2 Purifier squads charged in and just mulched me. The Bloodthirster did a fine last stand with his Blessing of the Blood God, but it was alas not enough, as his shooting was just too powerful for my units. I managed to have some Plague Bearers left at the end of the game, but hey, didn't win it. Okay, let's see how Chris did. Chris, what were you playing?
I was like, let me think for a moment. Grey Knight.
Oh, now that must have been fun. How did it go?
Okay. Well, as Apocalypse Now would say, the horror. Yeah, basically, I got tabled completely again, scoring no victory points and generally achieving.
So, let's hoping that both of us aren't playing Grey Knights next round. Come back in a minute and find out. Okay, we're here with Mark. Let's hope he has a different story. Mark, how did you get on?
Well, not surprised I was playing Marines, but this time with the Blood Angel variety.
Hold it, are you sure they weren't using the Grey Knight Codex?
Apparently not. It was Chaos Marines representing Blood Angels, just to be really confusing.
That's pretty good.
No one actually uses their own Codex anymore. Anyway, he gave me first turn, which someone seems to be doing, I don't quite know why.
Just let me think, you're playing Death Strike missiles, right? And he gave you first turn, in kill points?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
So I rolled on turn 1, he rolled on, didn't do a single thing to my army, not even a single dent. I then proceeded to fire everything. Death Strike fired turn 2. Decided it would be pretty awesome, killed 2 Razorbacks with squads inside and 7 Marines with feel no pain, completely obliterated, pinned a squad, wounded Mephiston. I'm like,
very nice.
Pretty much came from there. He had no long range shooting, no way to get to me, and he's sitting there running into 3 Vendettas. So the rest of the game is basically a dogfight, 3 Vendettas versus a Storm Raven, which they couldn't actually manage. And again, Team Death Strike had to set up, hit the Storm Raven in turbo boosted, wrecked him because he's awesome. So
love them Death Strikes.
Death Strike, this game is, yeah, they were awesome. They were phenomenal. And I've had a little shake out, feeling a little bit better, looking forward to my next game.
Excellent, good luck. Okay, welcome to the end of my 3rd game. It was against an Orc Battle Wagon list this time. It was that gentleman over there I was playing against. It was an excellent game, really to and fro. His Battle Wagons death rolled at a lot of my Demons, but I killed an awful lot of his Orcs. In the end, there was very little on the table. I managed to win that bit over there, so I scored my objective. And all because the game went to turn 7, my Blood Crushers finally got to his objective and prevented him from winning it. So, I finally won a game with the Demons, but it was a pretty close run thing. Okay, we're over to Chris, see how he got on. He didn't play Grey Knights, he was fighting Blood Angels. How did it go?
I was fighting other Blood Angels, it was a lot closer. I still lost. The Storm Raven just ran around to destroy all my vehicles, sadly, and the Death Company were led on a merry dance and shot to death.
I'll try and paint my Storm Raven so you can borrow it next time.
Storm Raven would be good, and also the Death Company, really not worth their points. They're too easy to be led around by the nose.
Yeah, a bit too expensive for what they do, aren't they?
Exactly, but no, it was a lot closer game this time. So,
that's it, and it's always nice not fighting the Grey Knights.
Very nice.
Better luck next time, mate. Okay, so we joined Mark at the end of his third game. How'd you get on, Mark?
Yeah, not too bad. Played against the Dark Elder player, very good player. Managed to get a draw in the end. Very, very closely contested. Quite a swingy game. I failed epically the first couple of turns.
Death Strikes didn't do much?
Death Strikes didn't do much. Every time I got a pen or something like that, he just made a flicker field save, so nothing you can do about that. Played well price.
Yeah, that's it. 5 ups, he's okay.
Would have won the game turn 5. It went on. Would have drew the game turn 6. Probably could have won the game turn 7. But such is the way
turn 6.
Yeah, such is the way Cookie Grumbles really. Really enjoyed my day. Went undefeated.
That's it. What was it? 1 win, 2 draws?
Yeah, so not great, but not too bad.
No, that's pretty good. Better than me.
Yeah, true. I think I just need to play test the army a little bit more and make some tweaks.
That's it. No problem, mate. Good luck next time. Yeah. Okay, you join us on our journey back from the 40k tournament. We are on the A12 again, going in the opposite direction. In the car we have Chris, who is driving us and hopefully not getting lost. Paul has joined us on the return journey. And Mark is hiding in the back there. And obviously, I'm still here. So, Chris, what were your thoughts on the day and how'd you get on and such? Well, we know how you got on.
I did not get on well.
Didn't get on well.
Some people take it a bit too seriously, so that was a bit disappointing, but it was an interesting experience to play against lots of different people like that. So
that's it, you only really play against us guys normally, don't you?
Indeed. So,
just shifting lane there.
Indeed.
Okay. Paul, how'd you get on?
Managed to win a draw and a loss, which is okay.
Paul's doing a separate video. You'll be able to track his progress on that one. It's on the same channel.
Yep. I'm reasonably happy with the army. It was kind of the Tyranid army that I've been playing for a while. You know, you try to change a few units around, but it's got the same core as my Tyranids would normally.
Evil Hive Guard.
Yeah, Hive Guard and Tervagons at the core of the army. I'm thinking about doing something a bit different perhaps in the future. I was really impressed with how my Hormagaunts worked today, so it's made me think harder about Hormagaunts.
Raveners!
I didn't take any Raveners today.
No, get some.
To be more mobile.
Yeah, Raveners do look
I don't think Tyrannofexus
awesome.
is going to be what I'm looking for.
I'm not thinking they could help with the anti-tank. It's a problem. And it's got 2+ saves, so it gives you something else to avoid rocket
The
launches.
rupture cannon is nice, but
I
yeah.
like the T-Fox.
I'm trying to bring down the overall cost of the units though.
So go more hoardy.
Yeah, exactly. I think
Yeah.
250 point units are kind of...
True.
And what about the Death Strikes, Mark? How did you get on?
I really thoroughly enjoyed playing the list. I thought it worked really well. It wasn't necessarily I wanted to bring at the time. I wanted to take 4 Vendettas, and I think that would have made a real difference to my list. I'm going to chop and change a few bits. I still really enjoy it, so I'm definitely going to use it again. And Death Strikes are awesome. I don't care what people say, they're so much fun. Anything
That is the name of the game. Well,
I mean, they could just wipe.
the name of the game's Warhammer, but...
Yeah. I mean, I thought not so great in the Dark Elder just because he was team roll fucking 5+ flicker field, which you're not going to get normally. Not many vehicles get the same, but it's just the potential devastation, the way people react and stuff like that. It's cool. I play like Death Strike.
Certainly a good mind games thing, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot of people just don't know what's going on and how to deal with it, and it changes people.
That's it, I suspect. Did any of your opponents say they'd played against them before?
No, no one had a clue.
Yeah.
There was a lot of, is this like the best thing since sliced bread, or is this crap because the internet tells me it's crap? So
Yeah, that's it. You never know till you try it out yourself, do you?
that's it, and I think I can make it work, and like I said, I don't know if people know it, obviously don't know it. This is the first time I've even used this list or used Death Strikes.
Yeah, you never played them before.
So I'm still playing around a bit, and I'm still relatively new to Imperial Guard as well, so there's still plenty more modifications and changes I want to do. So more Vendettas, probably go to 4 Vendettas, drop the ammo charges, and we'll see what we end up with.
No problem. Well, I had my Daemons today, as you all know, and well, if you play a luck-based army, then you've got to be prepared to get hit in the balls by it. I got my preferred wave no times, which was quite a problem, and the Grey Knights didn't help, but I had 3 really good games against really good opponents. Just a nice view of the road here. So I'd certainly play the Daemons again, but possibly not for a couple of tournaments. Wait till the Grey Knight vibe has died down a little bit.
How about Fiends? You ever going to get them?
Fiends? Well, I've got some Fiends, but they didn't really fit the list this time, and they wouldn't have helped. The amount of stuff that died was generally to shooting.
And I worked out how to kill Fate Weaver, which is
Yeah.
pretty good.
In the last game, Chris walked over and I'd just taken a few wounds on Fate Weaver, 3 wounds to be exact. He was fully healthy up till that point. Chris walked up the table, saw 3 wounds, laughed and said, "That can never hurt Fate Weaver." He promptly failed to save and ran off the board. my army then started to collapse.
It's the way forward.
I ordered Chris away from the table.
And don't take Death Company, people. It's not big, it's not clever.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Our random armies didn't serve us that well.
Except for me.
Yeah, except for Mark, his random army got him, well, middle of the chart.
Well, it could have been better. At the end of the day, I think with a little bit more luck. I mean, my last game, if it ended turn 5, I would have won, and that would have put me right up the way.
That would have done. That would have given you, 2 wins and a lot? 2 wins and a draw?
2 wins and a draw, yeah.
Yeah, that would have done well.
So,
As an interesting aside, the winner of the tournament was playing Grey Knights.
Oh yeah, that seems
The
good.
person who came second was playing Grey Knights. The person who came third was playing Grey Knights, and the person who came fourth was also playing Grey Knights. So
And there was a break of 1 before we went on to another Grey Knight player.
yeah, there was a Grey Knight in 6th as well. There were 7 Grey Knights in total. In how many were in the field today?
24, I think, was it?
22, 20, yeah.
Yeah, 22 or 24.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 22, I think, because I was on the bottom table and it was 11 tables.
Yeah, that makes sense.
5/6 of the top 6.
Yes.
but if you haven't played at this place before, 40k UK,
Oh, yes.
it completely changes every single time you
Yeah, next time we go, they'll probably all be demon players.
Next time we go, there'll be 22 Grey Knight players.
It changes. I mean, I know a couple of guys are going to start bringing Necrons next time.
Yeah, Necron's a good versus him. I mean, I might be borrowing somebody's towel next time.
Yeah, that might be my towel. I might use my towel, but you Codex my
Oh,
towel.
I'll borrow Nick's towel.
Yeah, that's true.
There's
But-
a team battle, so you can both play tower.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, teams.
But overall, the tournament was, as always, brilliantly run. It was perfectly on time. The results were all easily done, and a really friendly bunch of people. The guys who run the shop.
And excellent boards as well.
Yeah, and the boards.
Yeah,
you saw a lot of the boards in the videos, and you can see the train is fantastic.
Yeah, the
We're just
train and boards were
slowing down now.
Top marks.
Chris, can you overtake these people?
I'll see what I
They're
can do.
ruining the smooth ride we were having. So yeah, we will see everyone next time we go, and I hope this tournament was okay for people. Leave us feedback.
Got recognised.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes, yes.
Mighty voice man.
Well, my gentleman I played in the first round, he recognised me. Internet fame is mine. Now, if you guys can recognise these guys, that would be also awesome. You've now seen their faces, but you don't get to see mine.